Good morning. I thought today could be a fun day to do a what I eat in a day vlog and show you everything I eat as someone who is on a fertility journey, tries to eat mostly paleo or at least gluten-free and high protein. So let's do that. First, start the day with coffee. I like to do a decaf Americano with a touch of cream. It's the perfect thing, and if I don't do this, I will do a matcha. But lately I've been on a coffee kick. I am gonna start with my current favorite smoothie. I've been doing this like mixed berry smoothie and it is so good. So I just do some flaxseed, about a tablespoon or two. I just eyeball everything, to be honest. And some mixed berries. Thought I had more, but lately I've been adding frozen cauliflower rice to my smoothies just to sneak in a little bit extra veg. And like you can't even taste it. Some vanilla protein powder. To augment the berries, because I really didn't have very many, I'm gonna throw in some frozen cherries. I'm going off script here. Not too many. So normally I do about a cup of the mixed berries, and they're like a great source of fiber and antioxidants. So that's why I love them. And then I'll do some almond butter for some healthy fats and a bit more protein. A tablespoon or so, like a heaping tablespoon. I really am not, I don't discriminate when it comes to milks. Sometimes I do almond milk, cashew milk. Today I'm doing regular old dairy milk. But I like to mix it up. And a splash of water. I'm not into super thick smoothies, so I add a lot of liquid to thin them out. And now we blend. Let's go. So this comes in at about 30 grams of protein. I do not count macros. But I like to kind of have a sense of what I'm doing. And I aim to get at least 100 grams of protein a day. And my other goal with the smoothie is to pack it with like as much antioxidants as possible and fiber as possible. The flax is a good source of fiber and the berries are a good source of fiber. Ooh, it's really good. I didn't know what the cherries would do to it because I've never done it before, but really good. With fertility treatments, I feel like you won't, like my goal is to lower any inflammation, and that's why antioxidants and fiber are so important. So good. That is breakfast. I just dropped our car off for an oil change, so I'm walking into town to go to a little coffee shop and get some work done. I have to stop at the library to return some books, and I think I have a book to pick up. So just doing some errands. So I ended up stopping at one of the lunch places close to us, or in town, at the sandwich shop, and got a gluten-free clubhouse sandwich. So now I am walking back to the auto mechanic, picking up our car, heading home. And that's the morning done and dusted. It's like already 1:30, which time flies when you're having fun. And I feel like it's so easy to hate on winter, but it's actually so beautiful. Like, it is sunny, chilly, snowy. It's like all the things you want winter to be right now, and I'm totally loving it. I'm like turning into a winter loving girly. So that's that on that. We're home. It's lunchtime. That looks so good. A few little chippies. Look at that. Roasted chicken, bacon, tomato, lettuce, and like a seeded gluten-free bread. Literally divine. Also massive, like half the size of my face. Not good. A clubhouse sandwich is just like one of my favorite sandwiches. It's so like comfort foody. I don't know, it reminds me of my childhood. Once in a while when I was a kid, we'd go out for lunch as family to this restaurant called Lion on the Beach. If you're in Toronto, you might know it. It's like on Queen Street East. And I'd always order the club sandwich, and now it just feels very nostalgic and tastes so good. I am gonna prep dinner right now. It is a slow cooker recipe. It is orange, sesame, chicken, and broccoli. I'm actually gonna do pork tenderloin instead of chicken. I think it'll be fine. And this is from my current favorite cookbook, which is Make It Easy by Danielle Walker. It's all paleo, gluten-free, grain-free, all that good stuff. But she gives like meal plans, like I think 15 weeks, I want to say. Yeah, 15 weeks of meal plans, which is literally crazy. And all the recipe, I don't know, every recipe we've tried has been so good, so easy. It like this recipe, for example, the actual recipe is to double it and make half to go in your freezer and half to have for dinner tonight. I'm gonna have that and just do it for dinner tonight. But it's just like a very cool concept that so many of the recipes are designed to give you leftovers or to like batch prep so that you're like cooking once for 2 meals. Anyways, very cool concept of a book, very good recipes. And tonight we're doing the orange sesame chicken and broccoli, but instead of chicken, pork. So let's do that. a slow cooker recipe, and I was gonna do it in the slow cooker. I lost track of time. It's now like 4:30, and so I'm just gonna do it stovetop instead because it's faster, but there's still time for it to like cook low and slow and get all like moist and shredded up and all that good stuff. So I just have my pork tenderloin that I chopped into pieces because this recipe is supposed to be boneless, skinless chicken thighs. So I feel like this is a good alternative. And I'm gonna add that sauce. So this was coconut aminos, orange juice, orange zest, garlic, honey, tomato paste, ground ginger, chili flakes, salt and pepper. It smells really good actually. Just gonna toss everything in that sauce to coat it all up. And then just cook this over like medium low heat, I think, for an hour or so. And see where we get. There's also variations to do this in like an instant pot or pressure cooker, but we don't have one of those, so I feel like this is a good, quick, easy alternative. So we'll check back in on this in about an hour. A little outfit change, workout done, and I think the pork is looking pretty good. It's been about like just shy of 2 hours, but the pork is looking so tender, and I tested it with my tongs and it is easily breaking apart, which is perfect. I turn the heat off. I'm going to shred this up, and then we're going to add this back into the pot along with some frozen broccoli, cook up some cauliflower rice, and that's pretty much it. So I'm just going to break this up into small pieces. That is all broken up, shredded up. I'm going to add this back into the pot. I really like how much this book incorporates like frozen vegetables and more accessible ingredients. Like I feel like out of all of Danielle Walker's books, this one is the most accessible. Broccoli going in. The heat back on and cover this so that the broccoli can steam while I cook some frozen cauliflower rice. This is the final product. Doesn't that look so good? I wish you could smell it. The broccoli is all cooked up. The pork is shredded. And I made a side of cauliflower rice to go with. Cauliflower rice. For my cauliflower rice, I buy it frozen and then I just microwave it for 5 minutes just in a bowl with something covering it. I usually just use a plate, and that's it. You can definitely get fancy with it, but most of the time I don't. I'm gonna chop on some green onions. And that is dinner. Whoa. Wow. That's actually like better than it smelled. Like it tastes better. That is so good. I just showered, washed my hair, dried my hair, put PJs on. It's the end of the day. And I like to end the evening with a little cup of tea. I've been really into Lake and Oak. They're a Canadian brand. And this one is their spiced coconut chai. It's caffeine free. It is like so warming and lovely at this time of year. So I'm gonna do a cup of that. And I made these protein brownies yesterday and they're so good. They are made with monk fruit and protein powder, some chocolate chips, Anyways, they're paleo, high protein, and like fudgy and delicious. But with monk fruit, I like to eat it out of the fridge. I just find it tastes better. Yummy. That's the brownie. It's like very fudgy. So good. So that wraps it up. That is what I eat in a day. Every day is different. With fertility stuff, like I've been in the trenches. I've been in this. This is year number 3. So I obviously know that like no diet is going to fix it or like get us pregnant, or I highly doubt that. But I think you can eat in ways that like lower inflammation and help support everything, so that like if and when you do need to do fertility treatments, like you're just setting yourself up a bit more for success. That's kind of how I think about it and approach it. Anyways, long story short, that is what I eat in a day. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I will see you soon. Bye guys.